This playthrough is rated T for teen.
You may be an amnesiac, Adol, but you can't sit on your laurels. There's adventure to be had. Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Ys, the Memories of Celceta. Last episode we started a journey, and Adol, apparently while traveling through the forest, lost his memory. So now we must, well, basically just do stuff until he gets his memory back. So why not, right? So anyway, we cleared out the minds of some monsters. So now let's head back to the town and see what else we can get up to. What just happened? This is the entrance to the mine, isn't it? How did we get here? Did that monument warp us here? So many weird things have happened today. It's making my head hurt. Come on, let's just go back to town already. Alright, let's just get out of here. Yeah, oh yeah, this is our ally Durin. He punches stuff. So, unlike, he's changed quite a bit since the other two itinerations of the game. What's going on here? Here they come, here they come! Good job, we heard all about you from the head miner, kid. Thanks for helping my friends, big guy. Excellent work, gentlemen. So you're the red-headed youth noticed in the report? My name is Griselda. I'm the Governor General of Celceta. It's a pleasure to meet you. Oh, I'm Adol, Christin. What's all this commotion? The people here heard that you rescued the miners and have gathered to await your return. I too would like to extend my deepest thanks for saving not only the miners, but some of our army soldiers as well. There's more I wish to discuss with the two of you, but I prefer not to make this commotion any greater. Would you mind accompanying me to my office? Well, best be careful not to get too close to the Roman soldiers. You know, they're like the Roman Empire. Some good, a lot of bad. Still, this is quite the coincidence. I recently heard of a mysterious island called Hysteria in the east, long cloaked in violent, impenetrable winds. And I also heard that it was freed from its storm wall by a young red-haired man, much as yourself. Now that you mention, I heard something similar from a travel in the bar myself a while back. But there's no way, right? Regardless, I'd like to extend my deepest thanks to you to all you've done here, Adol. And there's one other issue I'd also like to discuss with you. Money? Power? Are you familiar with the great forest of Celceta to the northwest of here? Well, apparently I am, but I don't remember it. Maybe not. Well, which one is it? Adol, just say you've never heard of it, or this is gonna get real confusing real fast. It's said that those who set foot in the great forest immediately lose their bearings. Ferocious beasts prowl its expenses, and few have ever returned alive. As such, even our army has been hesitant to explore its depths, leaving it mostly uncharted wilderness. However, we've recently received orders from Rom instructing us to find new gold deposits. We must make haste. I therefore have a formal request for you, Adol, Christin. Would you consider undertaking the task of mapping the Great Forest on our behalf? Mapping it? I'll need some time to think of it. It doesn't matter what choices you make, by the way. I see. To be honest, I'd expect you to accept my offer right away. I cannot deny that it be a dangerous task indeed, but you'll be rewarded most generally for your efforts. Tomorrow we'll be formally announcing the quest, presenting the first able to complete it within the large sum of gold. What kind of money are we talking about here? They'll be awarded installments based on percentage explored. In total, our budget is 30 million gold. This is why I was talking about earlier in the previous episode about completing maps. There's actually a story reason for us to complete the map. So, not bad at all. Numerous explorers prospects have already heard rumors of this and begun gathering here at Kassan. If you're interested, I'd like to hear your answer as soon as possible before sundown tomorrow, preferably. However, the hour is late, so please rest for the night. There's a room at the inn. Hopefully you'll think it over. Well, it is money and gold, so, you know. I'm trying to remember if there's anything in here to actually examine. Not a whole lot, to tell you the truth, but... Okay. Okay, she just said the same thing. And yeah, press the circle button if you want Dial to go by fast. You're a lucky guy to be able to talk to the Governor General personally. It'd be nice to get called inside instead of just standing guard here all day. Well, you're a generic guard, so you're not red-haired like I am, so... So you're the warriors to defeat the monster in the mines, are you? Allow me to thank you for your efforts as well. We're greatly indebted to you. Well, thank you. I'm indebted to you for not throwing me in jail or whatever the Roman Empire does, or at least these constituents do. Nothing there. What's up, hoping to join the army? I'm sure you can tell just by looking, but this is our guard room. There's nothing worth seeing here, so I wouldn't bother staying here for very long. You might catch a cabin fever. Sorry, Adol would never join the army. He's got too filled with wanderlust to do that. Traveler sickness and all that. Oh, you're the swordsman who took down that monster in the mine, aren't you? Damn straight. You got the wrong person, bub. Damn straight. Huh, I thought so. How did I know, you ask? 'Cause I'm a genius, of course.
I am the great Leo, commander of the Celcetan army, and the finest swordsman around.
I guess they decided to give him a hair in this version of the game. I am the great... Oh, we already said that.
Don't you start getting cocky just because you took down a little monster while I was away. If I'd been here, I would have defeated it in a tenth of the time. With such skill and grace, you would have been left speechless.
Although it does kind of look like he's about to bald, so, yeah. That Commander Leo is probably the most infamous man in Kasnan. I'm sure you can see why.
Oh, boy.
Amazing how quickly you got involved with some of the strangest, most influential folks around. Exhausted, Adol and Durin made their way towards the bar. I think this has been the longest day of my life. So what you gonna do about the Governor General's request? I haven't decided yet. What, you worried? What, me worried? What is this, Mad Magazine? Well, I don't think you get along with the Romans all too well, but...
Adol.
Say, Adol, I have a crazy idea. How about the two of us accept our offer together? You just want the reward money. Isn't that obvious? You're right, of course, but it's not such a bad deal for you either, you know. I want the money, you want to get your memories back? And to get your memory back, we're going to need to go back into the Great Forest anyway, right? We make the map, sell it to the Romans, and I get some juicy info while we're at it. Everyone's happy. It's a win-win. I feel like I'm being used. Nothing wrong with being used from time to time, just means you're useful. If we can both benefit, we might as well stick together. Safer than going in those woods alone, that's for sure. Adol and Durin decided to accept the challenge of mapping the Great Forest of Celceta. It was late, however. They opted to rest up at the inn for their impending expedition. The next morning, they visited the Governor General to formally accept the mission, then immediately began preparing for the road ahead. And for doing that, we get the map of Celceta, so it gives us an idea of where we're doing. Now, I'm sure you're ready to explore, but let me first give you a rundown of the things you can do in Kasnan. First, quests. Here's how they work. You can accept quests whenever you want by checking the quest board in the inn. And every time you complete a quest, you'll get a reward from the client. You want to do those as soon as you can because a lot of them are priorities. So as soon as you hit a certain point in the game, they become not usable. Now, the only thing about it is that you miss out on some small rewards, but really, if you're trophy seeking, you want to do them all. So if you're playing the Vita version or the Steam version, there's a trophy for doing all the quests in the game. You see the board over there? That's Kasnan's quest board. Oh, I forgot to mention there's a trophy you get for leaving the mines, which is the Mine Raider trophy. So one of those story trophies you can't miss. Let's go have a closer look at it. Don't tell me what to do. Not right. Good morning, Adol. Did you have a good night's sleep? You really did a fine job yesterday. There's a lot of talk around town about the reward money for mapping the forest, but there's even more talk about you. It makes me proud to have someone so famous staying our inn. Well, I mean, we saved up multiple countries by this point, I think, so it's been rumored for a while, but they finally announced they're offering reward money for mapping the Great Forest. But know what's more important than money? Being alive to spend it. Problem is, if you got nothing to spend, being alive is boring. Anyway, just take it slow and see what happens, right? That's my motto. Drinking in the afternoon is the best. Being a sport is such an easy job. I guess so. I'm Rouge, not quite an information dealer, but I do have some connections to the general line of work. You wouldn't happen to be that Adol fellow who defeated the monster in mine yesterday, would you? That fiery red hair is just as spectacular as people say. Durin, would you mind letting me borrow him for a while? 10 minutes is all I need. Not a chance. What do you want with him anyway? What do I want? Well, never you mind. If you ever need anything, or even if you don't feel free to come. Feel free to come see me. I'd be happy to tell you all sorts of things to you two for free. I need an adult. Oh, Luca, you just look as stunning today as ever. If it wasn't for the loathsome rule, I'd be able to get closer to you. What's the loathsome rule? Loathsome rule? I don't know. Oh, brave warrior who slew the monster of the mines, what say you to one of our shop's fine muscle milkshakes? Filled to the brim with protein and energy, you two can have a perfect body, just like this fine work of art you see before you. Ugh, I am a Mayan! I guess you are. I am a Mayan, man. Boy who lost his memories and suspicious information dealer? What a pair you two are. Yeah, we're not here to kill you. I know that's a true statement, but when you just blurt it out unprovoked like that, it sounds awfully sketchy. And you're one to talk, Black. He calls himself Black. Anyway, for sure. Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Black. I'm an information dealer who's worked in this town for quite some time. I met you before, but it's not as if we spoke all that much then either. Either way, nice to meet you again. Adol nodded shyly, but politely. Well, we're off to the Great Forest pretty soon, so you got anything useful on you? Maybe. How does 100 gold sound? We do want to do that. That's part of a quest line. Let's see. No, that's not this quest. Sorry. It is. No, I guess it. Okay. Well, we'll do it anyway because why not? So, pay 100 gold. Adol handed over 100 gold. Thanks. The information I have is about two of the most dangerous places in the Great Forest. They're commonly known as the Forest Labyrinth and the Misty Peak. It's even easier to lose your way in those areas than in the rest of the forest. Before you know it, you're walking in circles. They're not places you want to be if you can help it. I see. So how do we get through them? Damned if I know. I just know that those places exist. That's it. Why did I pay you 100 gold then? Other than that, be careful, I guess. Oh boy, still suppose you can't expect any more than that for 100 gold. Either way, it seems like we'll just have to head in the forest and see for ourselves. Great. Yeah, I wouldn't pay for it, but yeah, why not? Oh yeah, let's go over. Alright, so all you have to do is really inspect these to basically get the quest line. So we got Tamilka Fabros. Mucho, 1,000 gold. You there. Yes, you, reading this notice. Do you have what it takes to help me make a super special drink? For more details, talk to me at the bar counter. Bar owner Mucho, and it's urgent, which means you need to finish it pretty soon. Honey potions, Soldier Wallace. Bitter potion times 3 is the reward. I want someone to run a small errand for me. Let me know if you're interested. I'm usually in the Celceta General Government building cafeteria during the day. Urgent, Wallace the Soldier. Purchasing iron ore from the goldsmith, 5,000 gold. I wish to purchase 20 chunks of iron ore. If interested, please see me at the trading post. Goldsmith Trading Company. And Bear on the Plains. Client, Luca, 2,000 gold. A ferocious beast knows that Langrits has been sighted on the plains right by the Great Forest. Would a skilled warrior be willing to defeat it? Luca, the waitress. Did you check every posting there? Hey, it looks like someone from this bar put up a request up. Well, 2 people did. Just gives us the muscle. Convenient, I guess. If you feel like accepting, go talk to him. Might be good practice, though this guy's a little odd. Quests are displayed on the quest board in each town or village. Examining a quest on the quest board automatically adds it to the journal so you can undertake it. NPCs are offered quests display a quest mark above them. You can discuss quest details by speaking with them. Pretty straightforward. By the way, you have a journal, right? You can note your progress exploring the Great Forest, quests you've accepted, monsters encountered, materials found. If you write those kinds of things down, it'll come in handy later. It's always a good idea to take lots of notes. I don't want to do homework. You do it, game. Open the camp menu, select the journal. You can view the information, quest log, monster, and manual records. That's all I've got to say about quests. Next, I'll give you a quick tour around town, so let's head outside. Let's get some quest information while we do that. That look on your face tells me that you have something to say. Could you have seen my request on the board? That's right. So what do you want us to do? Allow me to explain. Right now, I'm in the middle of refining my finest product. Naturally, I'm talking about the almighty muscle milkshake. After some thought, I've decided on the perfect ingredient, the essence of the wild, impossible to obtain from livestock raised surrounded by domestic comforts. That, gentlemen, is Favros milk. Favros milk? Indeed, the Favros is a strong wild beast which looks similar to a cow found in the plains just before the Great Forest. And I'd like you two to go and milk one for me. Milking? Ugh. Milking a wild beast, huh? That sounds like it's gonna be a tough one. Yeah, you shouldn't milk just random wild animals. So this is some way to tell the males from the females apart? Seeing as well, obviously you have to milk a female. Yeah, I don't want to talk about the idea of milking a male, if you know what I mean. The easiest way to tell them apart is to look at the horns. Males have 3 horns, while the females only have 1. Well, that's easy. Oh yeah, I just forgot Duran said that. That's easy, huh? Alright. There is also a few other things you should bear in mind. The first is that female Fabroses are exceptionally cautious beasts. As such, you won't find many of them on the plains. And if one of them sees a threat, it will run away immediately. So, you're gonna have to sneak up on it. I see. It's like when you cow tip. You're pretty knowledgeable about these things, aren't you? Haha, but of course, in my younger days, I would sometimes milk a Fabros and drink it on the spot. It's like the people who drank 3 dozen eggs every day or something. But I can't abandon the shop long enough to do that now. All I can do is put out a request asking someone else to do it for me. Right. I think that covers everything. You got that all, Adol? Next time we're on the plains, let's look for a female Fabros. Actually, I have a fairly good idea where you can find one. There's a patch of field where the Fabroses are known to graze. Here, let me show you. Mucho pointed to an area on the map of the Great Forest. The spot where female Fabroses are known to graze have now been marked. Well then, good luck to you. I'm a lion! Okay, so anyway. Okay. How about you, my dear? No. Let's see. Okay, you say the same thing. Sometimes people have extra dialogue if you talk to them multiple times, so. Let's see, if you have anything new. There's a lot of talk about. Oh, okay. Never mind, you said the same thing. Ask about Langrits. Oh, are you here about Langrits? This request actually came from the Governor General's office. It's too dangerously that thing alone for too long, so we've been sent reward money in advance to give whoever defeats it. So let me know if you happen to be the one. This money's got your name on it. Okay. Well, we will find this Langrits and take care of it. Eventually. See if there's anything else to do or talk to. Nope. Here you are.
Well, if it isn't Adol, looks like you're back to your old perky self. I was amazed when I heard about what you did yesterday. No one would imagine a traveler like you could defeat the monster before the army was even able to get to it. You sure showed us now you're going to be mapping out the Great Forest, right? I'm sure it goes without saying, but the Great Forest is a terrifying place. You be careful now, you hear?
Alright, I'll be careful about that, you hear? So there are a few shops in Kazan worth mentioning. Ah, could have missed that if I had my eyes closed. This is Billy's Curios. He sells all kinds of items from health potions to antidotes. And that's Thomas's Armory. As the name suggests, he's your man if you need any new weapons or armor. Shall we have a look over there then? Sure. Nice place, isn't it? That guy over there is its namesake, Thomas. If you want to buy any weapons or armor, he's the man to talk to. Merchant service vendors have a shop mark above them. You can use these facilities by speaking to them. It's straightforward. I don't know why they have to dumb this down. It's pretty obvious. Next, I'll show you around the trading post. Well, I guess every game is everyone's first game, I guess, when you think about it. You can enter the trading post directly from outside, or you can go back way through the armory. Since we're here already, it's faster just to go down the stairs. Come on. Alright, see what he has to offer. Talk. Hey kid, make sure you're fully prepared to tackle the Great Forest. Even the Romans buy weapons and armor here. How about you do the same? Alright, what have you got? We already had a short sword. Long saber, we don't have the money for that. Brass Knuckle for Duran. Let's see, Steel Gauntlet is his next set. Spear Fang, Long Spear. What's all these other weapons? Does that mean we're gonna get our other party members? Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, well, we don't really have the money to buy any of this equipment yet, so I would buy it. I just don't have the cash. This is the Goldsmith Trading Post. There's a bunch of handy shops here. Like this smithy where you can get your weapons armored reinforced. Yeah, it's like in the remake of the third game. I just played that not too long ago. I already forgot the name of it. Well, Ys 3, the remake for it for PC. Anyway, weapons armor of a total of 8 statistics that were reinforced using minerals, excluding ore. Attack deals more damage. Absorb recovers HP when attacking enemies. Critical attacks sometimes deal critical damage. SP's gain is increased. Poison attacks sometimes causes poison status. Paralysis attack sometimes causes paralysis. Burning attack sometimes causes burning status. Freezing attack sometimes causes freezing status. Too many things, man. Defense reduces damage received from enemy attacks. Recovery HP recovers slowly. Evasion occasionally causes enemy attacks to miss. Speed increases movement speed. Poison reduces the duration of poison. Paralysis, same thing. Burning and freezing, same thing. The blacksmith could also refine ore into minerals and metals and gems if you bring them some to work with. You're going to need them too if you plan on doing any reinforcing. First you look for some ore, then you refine it, then you use that refined ore to give weapons armor a nice boost. Best to keep all that in mind. I will. Metals and gems used to reinforce armor can be created through the refining process. Refining ore requires a set amount of gold and coal based on the value of the materials. Yeah, we're going to have to do a little bit of grinding when it comes to item accruement for refining and stuff like that. That man over there is Goldsmith, the shop's owner. If you give him a bunch of one material, he'll exchange it for an item of higher quality. And best of all, he doesn't charge anything, so it's definitely a service worth using. Why does he make any money? In other words, it's free, the best price of them all. Oh yeah, I'd agree. But usually there's a cost for free stuff, if you know what I mean. In large enough quantities, certain materials such as brittle bones can be exchanged for higher quality materials. Exchanging is free of charge. That does it for the shops here in Kazdan. Once you finish checking out the training post, we can go back outside through the main entrance. Alright, let's see what you have to say. Did you bring some materials I can use to reinforce your armor? It's going to cost you, though. Do I even have anything to really reinforce right now? Let's see. Iron ingots to raise your attack power. So. And then same thing with minerals. And then we can refine it. See. Yeah, we can make iron ingots. You need iron ore and coal. Silver. Well, I won't go over that, but yeah, you need a. Alright. Yeah, we're good on that. Like 30% of our all earnings, huh? Are you seriously going to give me that much? Of course, it's a significant risk on your part as well. True, but we're challenging the dreaded great force of Celceta after all. Well, considering uncharted territory, I'm not expecting much in the way of guidance from you. I'm more counting on your general knowledge of the local area and its edibles, that sort of thing. So how about it? Are you in? I don't know. They've got their own problem to do. Naturally, you're responsible for protecting yourself, but I'll be able to support you to a certain extent. How about it? Would you be prepared to journey the Great Forest with me? I don't know. Well, I'm not part of this conversation, so. I'll handle materials from all over the region here at the trading post. So if you find anything usual in the Great Forest, just bring it to me. As long as you gather enough, I'd be happy to exchange it for an item of higher quality. We don't have anything. We don't have enough to really do that now, anyway. Has something among Goldsmith wares caught your eye? See these here? An ancient treasure and a replica of it. They're two of his finest items. So what can we buy? A gold pedestal replica for 100,000 gold, and a gold pedestal for 100,000. Wait, is that? No, that's a million. Sorry, 1,000,000 gold. It's very expensive. Oh, sorry. It says a gold-plated replica of an ancient treasure, and pure gold shines brilliantly. Has an interesting history. Don't tell me we're going to buy that later, are we? Well, if you played the previous games, yeah, or the games before this remake. Finally, we wrapped up my grand tour of Kaznan. What a pain. If you hadn't gone and lost your memories, I wouldn't have to bother showing you it all again. Well, I'm sorry that you're such offended, huh? Yeah, pretend to be deeply offended. Whoa, hold on a minute. I was only joking. I didn't think you'd take it so personally. Adol admitted he was only joking as well. So you're a wise guy now, huh? Oh, wise guy, are you? You may not remember who you were before, but I'll tell you one thing. You weren't that guy. Well, that's pretty much Kazan in a nutshell. So time to start planning how we're going to tackle the Great Forest. Well, first we want to go through those side quests, or some of them anyway, before we do that. Pretty amazing view, right? That's the Great Forest of Celceta, spreading out from one horizon to the other like a vast sea of trees. Can't wait to start exploring it. Vast is right. That's way too big. That's why the Romans want a map of it, I guess. Though apparently you've made it back alive from there once already. Anyway, take a look to the northwest. I see that. Can't see it too well today because of the fog, but when it's nice out, there's a huge tree that towers all over the others. Oh, and yeah, as you can see, there's the map percentage. So we're at 8 right now. Let's see. So we're not quite at... Our map completion's a little low at the moment, but we have to explore the town, and we should be able to get it up to 1.2 is where you should be at by this point in the game. After you explore the town. I'd place it about here on the map roughly. Whoa. That's huge. Also, word around the Governor General's office that the mouth of a large river has been found along the river's coastline, or forest coastline. If that's true, I'd mean a river cuts right through the middle of the forest, which would put it about here-ish. These 2 bits of information are pretty much all we've got to go on for the moment. Might as well check them both out. Up to you to where we head first. Only things we rely on at this point are our own 2 legs and a blank-ass map. We need to leave town through the north exit to get to the Great Forest. So as soon as you're ready, let's get going. Open the camp menu to select the map, press the R3 button. The following information is added up automatically. Map completion, terrain of known areas, towns and dungeons, materials, harvest points, and story and quest goals. By clicking the mini-map in the upper right corner of the screen, or pressing the select button, or start, whichever controller you're using, you can enlarge it to view the following information. Quest destinations, quest board, army, shop, specialty shop has a special coloring, and materials and treasures. Map completion and rewards. As you explore the Great Forest, your map will begin to fill in. The amount of ground that's been charted is known as percentage. This percentage can be checked on the map itself, and the number of rewards are available to you based on its value. There are 10 rewards tiers in total, which can be attained by reporting your progress to Griselda in her office. In addition to gold, some reward tiers also include valuable items. See if you can get 100% map completion. Yay, I love having to, run across the walls and to make sure I 100% everything. Totally something I like doing. But we're going to do it because I'm insane. I'm a crazy person. This is why I'm going to be hugging the walls to make sure I get my percentages completed, so. Just making sure I complete everything. Luckily, you only have to do, if you're paying attention, you only have to do it once. This is a Roman general government building. Civilians aren't allowed to enter, but exception is made for those mapping the forest. That doesn't give you an excuse to go poking your nose at places that don't belong, though. Oh, I'll be doing that, all right. Actually, do you have extra dialogue? Okay, I'm usually just gonna talk to people once, unless I remember otherwise. Okay, yeah, just making sure I'm clipping the walls and everything. I already went through these, so I don't have to do that again. Oh, sorry. Since Celceta army is always short on soldiers, occasionally us regulars have to take care of office work that normally handled by army officials. Although naturally, you can't leave tasks with a sense of nature to any soldiers who've been conscripted from the local area. So guess who ends up doing them? That's right, me. It's not a job to envy, that's for sure. I wish there were more soldiers here. From Rom, I want to be able to easily work like the locals. Haha, you have to work for a living. When told to allow you to enter whenever you like. But don't get cocky. Maybe allowed in, but don't think that means you can just come and go whenever you please. Except I can come and go whenever I please. If you want to report progress on the map, you speak with the Governor General herself. Normally, being allowed to visit the Governor General whenever you wish would be unthinkable, but such are our orders. Now we get to see a cute girl every time we're in here. Yes, please. Greetings, Adol Christin. To reiterate what I said earlier, please give your reports on the map directly to me. You'll receive a portion of the reward every time you make significant progress on mapping out the forest. And at certain milestones, I'll present you with bonus in addition to your usual payment. Hope this will serve as a motivation to you, although I don't wish to stress the potential rewards too much. Alright, well, we'll keep that in mind. Now, let's keep looking around town before we explore. We'll do some exploring today, but mainly today was just tutorial stuff. On the left, you'll find the soldiers' barracks. On the right, the cafeteria. Straight ahead, you'll find the Celceta headquarters. The layout is quite simple, so I doubt there's any chance of getting lost. Unless, of course, you're a moron. Hey! I resemble that remark. Yeah, sorry, just filling out the map here. Like I said, making sure we're getting all those corners. We'll be able to get that later. Filling out those quarters. Must do it. Because I'm a crazy person. Okay. See what's in here. I'm about to go to sleep, so can you go away now, please? Yeah. Oh, it's hard being in charge of the night patrol. I do like when NPCs talk about how you invade their privacy. Alright, anyone else in here? Nope. Okay. Yep, they made me do that. Adol just jumping, bouncing all nimbly pimbly all over the place. Although I guess technically I don't have to be exploring every corner here on these buildings because they're not part of the map type of thing. There's the quest giver. Okay. My cooking seems to have gained a reputation of being pretty okay. It's not really that great of a compliment, but I suppose it's better than not bad. True, I guess. So you're Wallace? We saw your quest on the board. That's me. You've come to accept it then? Well, that depends on the details. Fair enough. All I ask you to, for you is to run a little errand on my behalf. I'll give you the funds, so go to the item shop and buy me some honey potions. That's all there is to it. Wait, seriously? You can't just go there yourself? Are you really that lazy? I have my reasons. Let's just put it that way. So we accept? Sure. There's no reason to decline. Really? Thanks. So we just have to buy you 3 honey potions? That's it? Guess we'll get going then. You said you'll provide the funds, right? Right, here you are. That's not gold. That's a brittle bone. You're kidding me. Don't people usually deal in money around here? Hold on now. Don't give me that look. It might not be gold, but it's still payment. I get it. You want us to exchange this then? Exactly. If you sell those as they are, you won't get much for them. But if you exchange them for something a bit more valuable at the trading post, you'll get a lot more. Trade them for all for sturdy bones, and you should be able to sell those for 300 gold. And buying 3 honey potions costs exactly that. See? Why such a roundabout way, jerk? We might not be losing any money, but I still feel kind of cheated somehow. Yeah, because you're making us run around for your quest. Come on, Adol, let's get this over with. This is for you, the player, obviously. Thanks. It's so we get how that works. We actually have the potions right now. We could just give it to them right now. I need 3 honey potions, right? I'll be waiting for a year when you're done buying them. But I'll just go and do the quest anyway, because I was going to do it anyway, so, yeah. Alright, more completion of the map. You're going to the Great Forest too? I'm sure you've been told this 1,000 times already, but it's a truly dangerous place. Be extremely careful and take lots of supplies. Judging by your red hair, it must be that Adol fellow who took down the monster mine, right? You've got a whole lot of guts for someone your age. Do you have it? Guts! Leo could order a few things from you. Who's Leo? Yeah, we got a little... There's Rouge again. Or Sandra. Oh my, aren't you two some fine-looking gentlemen? Would you care to have some fun with me? I'll give you the time of your life. I do not randomly go to random street corners and deal with the ladies of the evening, if you know what I mean. That is not healthy. Come and get the latest scoops. I've got the latest on the prettiest lady in town, Governor General Griselda. How about it? I'll sell it to you on the cheap. You still at this? You made this scoop up, I'll bet. That's you, Duran. Didn't expect to run into you here. Whatever. You can't prove it's not true until you've heard it. You're not hearing it unless you pay up. That's only fair. So how about it? I'll tell you for a mere 100 gold is to steal. Now, doing this starts up a sub-quest line that you need to get multiple pieces of information over the course of the game. I think it's like 8. And if you wait too long, you'll miss out on certain certain information. So yeah, we do actually want to buy it from this guy. This starts the Mouse's information side quest, or sub quest, or whatever you want to call it. Pay 100 gold. Hand over 100 gold. Yeah, thanks. Well, prepare to be amazed. Governor General Griselda loves cats. That's it. I mean, most people like cats. Oh, I knew it. What kind of scoop is that? Besides, where's your evidence? No, today I saw her trip over a cat that was lying in the middle of the road. I got mad at her and started to hiss, but she gently apologized and started stroking its head. The way she stroked it, the way she spoke to it, the way she looked at it. She's a cat lover. She's gotta be. Or she's just not a mean person. That doesn't prove anything. That's nothing but hearsay, and stupid hearsay to boot. I knew this would be a waste of time. Come on, Adol. But yeah, now later on he'll have more rumors, but for now that's all we can get from him. Oh, sorry. Governor General Griselda loves cats. I swear to you it's true. But don't you dare pass on to anyone else, otherwise I won't be able to do much business. Uh-huh. Anyway. Okay, I think we've cleared the corners there. Yeah, I don't want to leave yet. I said hug at the corners. In all those corners. Yeah. All those corners. Yeah, sorry if it's a little boring than me doing this, but you know. Just hugging all the corners here. There's back in the mine again. Aren't you the ones who took down the monster here the other day? Looking for the head miner? He's a short way past the entrance. We actually do want to go back to the mines to do a little bit of mineral grinding. But I'll try to do most of that stuff off screen. I can talk to the horse. It's a horse, of course. It's a well-built horse. I totally wanted to know that detail. Well, pull its mane? I don't want to be mean. We'll mess with it later. Dog. Drool wolf. Drooling dog. Pull it. Why does Adol want to be? Oh, well, it's because he's amnesiac. Despite being a pickard, this little guy drinks like a miner after a hard day's work. He seems to enjoy it so much I can't help but give him more and more. But that's not good for him. I know it's not. I really need to stop feeding his habit, don't I? Yeah, you're an enabler. Whee! Hiccup. Beer raised pickard. Pinch its nose, give it a fruit or not. Doing all the meat things. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, this is the shop again. But yeah, now we Goldsmith has a quest line for him. His is we need to see. That's the one where you need to purchase iron ore from him. Let's see. We need to get 20 pieces of iron ore or coal, or 200 pieces of coal for that. I want to talk to everyone before I start doing that, though. I'll usually talk to people once, but I don't like the Romans. You only have to look at Leo to see a perfect example of why. They're only concerned with their own image, all talk and no action. The young man who defeated the monster in the mine recently didn't ask for anything in return. Adol, was it? The Romans could stand to learn a few things from him. Well, they won't, though. Oh, I just did that. I got too close. Nah, nothing to steal, huh? Nope, can't Legend Zelda all this. No random pots to throw around. Yeah, I'm just making sure I've flipped all the signs. Usually you can tell, like, yeah, you can see there, like, how at the very edge of the map, you can tell there's, like, a bit of a thin, like, little line filling up, so. That red hair, you must be Adol. You seem so kind, yet have the strength to defeat a monster. You're simply the dreamiest. Ooh. Or getting all the ladies interested in me. The Governor General said she'll be rewarding those who can map out the Great Forest. It's an empty sum. Apparently so a lot of people have started gathering here to try. But if you ask any of us locals, it's the ultimate fools. You ultimate fool! Aaron, you'll have to be out of your mind to go in there. Well, hasn't stopped me before. So you finally show yourself, King Monstro. You're not getting away today. I'll stroke light to the world. Take this! Never! You can beat me, red-headed hero. Wait, you got red hair too. What, really? Does this mean you're the one who defeated the monster in the mine yesterday? Yep. You're totally different from how I imagined you. Oh. Yeah, because you beat that monster. I thought you were like 3 melee tall. No. All rumors are always greatly exaggerated. 3 melee tall, huh? That's around twice my height, give or take. Kids have the craziest imagination. Kids say the craziest of things. Oh well. One day I'm gonna be just as strong as you. That's why we're in the middle of training right now. So bye. Well, I've never heard of the story of the great Evan or Lyle, so. A large notice is displayed advertising a job to draw up a map of the Great Forest and enlisting a hefty sum of money as payment. See, I didn't go into this shop to buy anything, but I don't think there's anything I need to buy right now. Yeah, he sells honey potions, which bitter potions, antidote potions, anti-paralysis, rotodroplets, and bitter potions just heal you for a lot more. They don't call it Gold Rush for nothing. The more interesting and unusual something is, the better it sells. I wish the economic climate would stay this way forever, or at least until I die. That's not how the economy works, buddy. As much as I'd like it to work that way. I'm not a heavyweight when it comes to alcohol. I'm not a lightweight either. I'm just an average, ordinary man. Just plain old Quincy. Nothing fancy here. Are you a man? No, he's not quite a man. Sorry. No one could be as manly as the manly man. So I heard he's really hopeless. Wasn't Adol ended up sorting everything out too? Can't someone give him Leo's job instead? Nope, I don't want to work for the army. Hey, did you hear about Leo? Apparently ran away in an hour of need once again. And yeah, he's always so full of himself. He really needs to start doing his job. Stop pretending he's such a big deal. He's the real deal. So you're the one who defeated the monster. I believe I noticed you before others began to speak of your deeds. Are you going to the Great Forest again? You're either reckless or just plain foolish. Foolish! But your ill-advised man just is strangely admirable. Well, no, we were going that way from before, so. Okay, I think we've mapped out most of the stuff. Welcome, welcome! Today you got sharp things and point things you can buy, all kinds. Really? All the sharp things? All the sharp things. Can I go on this? The mine chef daughter, Ada, is such a fine young lady. Ever since her mother died a few years ago, she's been trying her hardest to take care of the family in her place. I'm sure it's difficult for her, but she's never let it show. She's always cheerful and positive. It's also almost infectious. Yeah, sometimes positive people can either be sickening or infectious. One of the two. Never one or the other. Alright, let's see. Almost filled out the town. Alright, what does this place have to offer? Alright, time to get started on today's housework. Yay! I love doing housework. No, not really. It's very tedious. But it's gotta be done. I live by myself, so I have to do it. Otherwise, spiders get everywhere. And they do. You know what? I like spiders, but man, are they annoying. Sometimes. Making webs when you stepped away for like 5 seconds. Meow. Another pull its whiskers. Man. I'm always nervous around cats. There's something about this one that just draws me in. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the furry cat itself. Well, unless it's Lynn or Cat from Breath of Fire 2, I don't want to know about it. I still can't do it. I still can't get used to life here. It's been 2 years since I moved here with my family. I just can't get used to it. I'm hopeless, I know. Yeah, what a loser. Can't get used to new areas. Well, actually, it's been 2 years. Shouldn't you have gotten used to it by now? Then again, I've lived at my town all my whole life. I'm still not used to it. Yeah, unfortunately, most of these buildings, really no reason to go through a lot of them just for, just to get a sense of the world. Might be a bit early, but I suppose I should be thinking about what to do for dinner tonight. My husband needs energy to work, after all. Good housewife must always be mindful of her family's needs. Yeah, that's a lost art. People don't know how to do that anymore. That's why moms are the greatest. Well, the ones that actually know what to do anyway. Nowadays, it doesn't seem like that, but what do I know? Yep. When's Dad coming home? Your dad's dead, dude. I mean, I can't wait to finish work and start drinking. Truly what keeps me going. That's kind of sad, actually. Governor General Griselda's so beautiful, isn't she? Oh, she's pretty cute. Those cool eyes of her are like gems. Did you want pass through here? Sorry, I can't let you do that. You need the Governor General's permission to leave Celceta. Sorry, but those are the rules. Yeah, it can't leave the plot because, then the game would be over. Okay, so first of all, let's go. Probably should go to the general store first and get that stuff traded in. Wait, I don't know why I went through that door, so. Okay, so we want to trade the brittle bones. Exchange materials. Exchange. Let's see. It's under. And we want to get we want to get the sturdy bones by trading in the brittle bones here. So we want to get 12 of them. Okay. And then we can sell them. Yeah, sturdy bones, sell them for 12, which gives us 300 gold. And then go upstairs to buy the honey potion. Yeah, but, you know, roundabout way just to buy honey potions. Or honey badgers, one of the two. Oh, wait, I have to go to the other place for honey potions. I have to go over here. They can't all be in one spot. Of course not. Honey potions. 1, 2, 3. 3 honey potions. Ah. Alright, what's the fastest way? Well, I guess I'll just... Could turn them in earlier, but whatever. Alright, hand over honey potions. Here you go from the market. Perfect, thanks. This is stuff indeed. Exactly what I was looking for. It's a wonder I managed to buy the wrong thing before. You bought the wrong thing? Yeah, the other day I went to the item shop to buy some honey potions, and somehow I wound up walking out with bitter potions instead. But aren't they better because they heal for 500 instead? Alright. And those bitter potions are a reward, so here you go. Hey, his failure is our reward. I don't know who buys these things. Bitter and more expensive? Unbelievable, but they're apparently high quality, so what do I know? Bombs up, gentlemen! Ah, that's the stuff. Nothing goes with food better than a good honey potion. Well, if it tastes of honey, then yeah. I see. Well, glad we could be of service, I guess.
That was nothing.
Anyway, we complete the honey potions quest. Well, that goes better with you than a honey potion. This is heavenly. Okay. So, yeah, let's go do the ore quest thing where I have to grind for ore. So, what I'm going to do is go through the... I don't really need to show it up. Well, I'll show again the mining points. Because you might not get all the mining points immediately. I might have to... And the thing is, mining points take a while to Well, I wouldn't say take a while, but you have to... Basically, the time it takes you to like run from the mine back to the governor's mansion is usually how long it takes for the mining points to respawn. So if I don't get everything I want in the first go, I'll just cut it until I actually get that stuff, because that'd be boring. Sorry, this is off limits right now. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. It's for my family. Yeah. It's for my money. Yeah. Wait, what? Really? It's for my family. Yeah, it's for the money. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's for the money. Sorry, I said it wrong. I work for the money. I work hard for the money. Monsters still showing up in that tunnel where we found the ruins. We've also been told that the Romuns will be taking control of the ruin itself, so we're not to mess with it. Either way, we're just leaving the whole route be for now. Oh well, gotta put all that behind us and get back to work. Hey there, thanks again for the help yesterday. The area beyond here is dangerous, so we've sealed it off for now, but I'm sure you'll be fine. You're on your own though, from here on out. Hate to say it, but we can't come and help you if anything happens. I think I've got this. And yeah, we can teleport back there. Alright, just activate the mining points again, so I'll show you where they're at. What was in here again? Yeah, there's one of them. Coal, of course. And yeah, as you can see there, you can still smack it, but you don't get anything. But, and as soon as you grab it, you'll have to... I forgot, it takes like a minute or two for the spawn point to re-go. So, yeah, this is one of those quests where you have to basically play the waiting game. So, yeah, I'll show you the 2 mining points, and then and I'll come back after I grabbed. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. These are the 2 mining points of the dungeon. Oh, we got some iron ore. We want 20 iron ore. How much do we actually have right now? Whoops, wrong button. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got a few items here, but I'm not gonna go over that. We've got 5 iron ore. if we want to get, and it takes I think 10 coal to get a iron piece. So right now we have enough coal for 1 iron piece. So we need 14 more iron ore. Great. And we do have an ingot for upgrading if we want to. So, all right, let me. Yeah, basically the way to do it is to go through those mining spots, then walk all the way back to. I just walk back because that gives you a better timer for resetting the not trading spots, the grinding spots, or whatever you want to call it. So, okay, just making sure I didn't miss anything from before. I was just gonna go back to the teleporter just so I could have a good editing spot for purposes of showing you what, just to edit it out basically. So yeah, crazy how quick this place is when you do that. Okay, wait, I will do the grinding and I'll be back in a second. You know, the funniest thing about grinding that stuff is that I was just getting coal for the longest time, and then right when I needed one more, I think it was one more piece of coal, or yeah, it was either one more piece of coal or one more iron ore, and then all of a sudden I get like 10 ore back to back, like, or not 10 ore, but I got like 10 extra iron ore from like those 2 minerals at the last minute. Are you kidding me? Anyway, oh well. So yeah, show off how much I've got now. So. Yeah, look at that. I got all of it at like the last second. Ugh, whatever. Alright, let's, you have anything else to say? Okay. Alright, sell the iron. Oh, hold on. Before I do that. Save it. Okay. You can actually fail this quest if you do this wrong. So you've come about the iron ore. Looks like the goats are genuine. Well, then I'll purchase your 20 pieces of ore for 5,000 gold. We want to haggle for them on this one, so. Because if you don't, you still complete the mission, but. Well, you can fail it. You either don't get the optimal response, or you can fail it. You fail it if you just keep haggling with them and never accepting it. So, anyway, haggle. 5,000 gold is not enough for you. You're quite the negotiator, I'm impressed. Well then, how about 5,500? Haggle further. I'm quite the tough customer. 6,000, not a bit more. Haggle even further. Still not satisfied. I expected you to keep pushing this far, but I'm a merchant, so I understand. Out of respect for your passionate business, I'll stretch it to 6,250 gold, and that's my final offer. And that's actually true. But what happens if we haggle even further? ... Doesn't seem like you know when to stop haggling except what's on the table. And without that skill, you've got quite a ways to go before you call yourself a true merchant. We're not a merchant, though. We're adventurers. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'll have to purchase my iron elsewhere. Let this be a lesson to you. Negotiations is a give-and-take enterprise. You can't just take and expect to come out on top. Yeah, see, you fail if you do that, so. Alright, so anyway, yeah, Dern really doesn't say much about it other than, so, okay, let's go and load it. That's why I saved it, so. Okay, do that again. Yeah, 6250 is where you want to go on this guy, so. Yeah, luckily we can just kind of. Oh! Well, what happens if you sell it early? It's a deal. It's been a pleasure doing business with you. And that's pretty much it.
That was nothing.
Yeah, you don't really get anything extra for haggling with them, or with doing it early, so. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the confirm button too soon, so. Alright, anyway. Alright, now we can. Nope, haggle. But I said, luckily we can just skim through dialogue as fast as we can. Okay, now we want to do it, so. Accept the offer. It's a deal then. It's been quite a while since I've gotten so excited doing a transaction. Truly a pleasure doing business with you. I'd love to deal with you again. Alright, we completed the quest at the maximum efficiency. Okay, so now we're gonna go buy our stuff, so. What do you. Yeah, we don't want to buy that. Okay, so yeah, we want to upgrade our equipment for Duran and Adol there, so might as well use that 6250 buy the next set of equipment, so. Go and buy a long saber for Adol. Yep. And then buy the steel gauntlet for Duran. And And then we want to buy a couple of pieces of two iron breastplates for our guys too. So, alright, go ahead and put that. Oops, wrong button. I always do that a lot. Yeah, iron saber gives us 3 extra attack. Iron breastplate gives us, yeah, quite a bit of extra defense. Oops. Yeah, it's like, what, 9 to 24? Heck yeah. Alright, anything else in this town? I don't think so. I think we're good as gravy to gold. So, alright, well, we've checked out the town. We've been tasked with finding, ways into Celceta Forest and getting paid to explore every nook and cranny of this place. But what waits us while we head on to the Celceta Forest and to the Beast Plains that wait amongst us? Find out next time in the next episode of Ys Memories of Celceta. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.